Tonight, Queen Sugar, honey. Let's talk about us some Queen Sugar. Yes, let me get to the Queen Sugar, honey. So where is the Queen Sugar? Don't tell me I got to go off the dome. Oh, I don't want to have to go off the dome. Hold on, y'all. Let me see if I can find my Queen Sugar notes. So else we gonna do it from the dome. And I don't find them soon, honey. That's the hell we gonna be doing. Because I am not about to go and try to write nothing down. I'm going to just flow and pray to God that it all works out in my favor. That's what we going to do. We might have to do that because, girl, I don't see all them notes. But we gonna try to, I got a couple here, but I don't know how this going to turn out. This is Queen Sugar Season 2 episode, I think 3 or 4. It'll be down there, honey. It's called What Do I Care For Morning. But I will put the all of the information for the episode down there in the description box. We start off this episode with Unbuy in Hollywood, and baby, they getting it in. Do you hear me? Okay, they getting it in. It looked like they at this bed and breakfast, and they making up for lost time, son. You remember they had spent a little time apart when she was mad, and he went out on the rigs and things. I said, yes, indeed. Y'all know I love me some Hollywood, and I be here for it. Ain't nothing like black love. I tell you, you best to hear me. Child, they eating fruits and each other. And all is great. Then Hollywood get this call from his homies and tell him, man, you got 48. Then we got to go back on the rig. And then, that ain't the kicker. You ain't got but 48 more hours, so I ain't buy loving sugar. Child, you finna be gone 5 months. Okay? Oh, child, when they said 5 months, I went to itching. Upset me, not 48 hours, and then he gone for 5 months. But that's life on a read. Now, Vi didn't even get mad about it. She just basically said they got 48 more hours to get it all in because 5 months is a long time, and they are back together completely, so it seems. Child, they been tearing that room up down at that bread and breakfast. You hear me finally? They sit down and have a real meal, and that's when Hollywood just tell him, you know what, I love you, bye. And I've been thinking, I want to be here with you, for some time. I don't want to go back on the rig. He said he not ready to leave just yet. He wants to focus on rebuilding their foundation that was kind of messed up at the end of season 1. And all Vi asked was he sure? And he said, never been more sure in all my life. So they hugged, and I was happy for the both of them. He don't need to go back on there real good for no 5 months. That's a working man. He can get a damn job. Now, Michael, he been over to Nova's house, but he ain't been doing nothing but sleeping. I mean, eating. What the hell am I talking about? He ain't been sleeping, and he ain't been really eating. He just kind of like, you could tell this boy going through a severe depression, okay? Charley is on her way because, see, Charley has to come and get him because Nova going out of town. So she kind of pick him up, and she tell Charley that she concerned about him. He's not talking, eating. She feels something happened because he had pissed on himself when they picked him up from down to the jail. Charley ain't even know that because remember her and Davis was too busy tearing each other apart in that moment. Nova tried talking to him prior to Charley coming to get him, and she told him that he has to release it in order to truly be free. Of course, he's saying he okay, but he ain't okay. Now, Nova is going to Atlanta to speak on this panel about black mass incarceration as it pertains to black people, okay? Now, at the panel discussion, we meet Mr. Robert Dubois. And although they are different, they are really alike. They are for the same thing. They stand, their foundations and their belief system are the same. But they kind of had this little friendly debate. And it's to the naked eye it looked like they was arguing, but they really wasn't. They both just passionate about how they feel about what it is that they dealing with, and right now it's blacks in mass incarceration of blacks. That's what their thing is. Two passionate, intelligent being is the way I see it, honey. And did y'all see how he finessed Nova's mind? See, I guess the white man, she be feeling like she could control them, but see, this black man, she ain't gonna be able to just do what she want to do with him. And he was all up in her mind. I said, ain't nothing like a man who can touch my head before he touch my bed. You feel me, girl? I'm telling you, I love me an intelligent black man. Oh my God. We see them meet up later for dinner at this little cafe, and then they wind up taking a little walk, honey. And we learned that, he was one of the first people, one of the first responders to help out following the disaster that was Hurricane Katrina. And we know Nova, of course, she lives in New Orleans, so she was there during that time. And they found yet another place where they share common ground with that. They shared. Hell, they was all walk. They was just walking, talking, and holding hands so much. I said, "Oh, look at you, Nova. I see you." And she looked really nice this episode. Everything she had on was really, really nice. She was serving. Go ahead, Nova. Go ahead, Rutina. Now, the next day, he bring her coffee as she about to depart. And did you see how happy she was with him, just blushing and shit? He was complimentary to her yet again, because I ain't mentioned, he had been complimenting her on, being a beautiful melanated sister or whatnot. He wound up giving her his card, and she said, look, you been so kind to me. If you're ever in New Orleans, you give me a call so I can reciprocate the treatment. And I hope we see more of him as the season progresses, okay? Charley, girl, you need to calm yourself down, is what I have to say to Charley. You need to learn not to always want to be in control and give Ralph Angel some control, child. Let the man breathe, okay? He go to her about the loan money for the seeds, and she basically blew him out, saying she ain't got time for that, and kind of tried to scold him. You know what I'm saying? She always doing that. What's gonna happen is she gonna force his hand. Now, we see his parole officer came to see him, and I was thinking like, oh, Lord. Because, Mr. Parole Officer can be a little bitch sometimes. And I thought that he was going to come there fucking with Ralph Angel the wrong way yet again. But he didn't. What happened was he came there, and Ralph Angel showed him that copy of Daddy Bordelon's will, to which he's leaving everything to Ralph Angel. Now, he told him that because he trusts him and he knows he got some type of legal expertise. And the dude told him, outside of the fact that it's a partial date on here, this may actually hold up in court. So, yeah, you working with something. He said, I will get my lawyer to check it out. And Ralph Angel like, me and my sisters don't rock like that. They ain't going to do anything to me, and I ain't doing nothing to them. Parole officer reminded him, honey, what may be dirt to you is coin to somebody else. And it's always best to CYA, cover your ass. Yeah. Blue playing outside. He, having a good little time outside. And Ralph Angel, he read there like he was in the kitchen, I do believe. And we both hear this goddamn noise overhead. Blue look up in the sky. He sees this drone flying over his head. So, of course, he chasing it. And all of a sudden, we hear him yell out and we hear a crash. Now, y'all know Ralph Angel is serious about his son. So, he flies out that door, baby, jumped over there. I said, oh, look at that chocolate thing. Get on the job. He run over there to Blue because he thinks something happened to him. But now that drone crashed. And Blue poke thing, he think he gonna get in trouble. He like, I didn't touch it. I promise I didn't touch it. Child, we saw Ralph Angel put that drone in that bag and went right on over there to them Landry folks' office and told him straight up, stay off my property. Old boy gonna tell him, you need to watch letting your son play outside alone. And why did he say that shit there? Because we know he don't play by his blue, right? He bought his blue like Beyonce by hers. They don't play no game about they blue, okay? Child, Ralph Angel yoked his ass up real good round about this area right here. And he told him, he said, no, old boy said, hit me. Go ahead on and hit me so I can send you back to jail, convict. He said, baby, it ain't gonna be a jail they can make that's gonna hold me. If you mention or do anything to my son, stay off my land. Stay off my land. Okay? Later on that night, he in there sleep, him and Blue, trying to get them some damn rest. Gotta harvest this damn sugar cane and plant down these soybeans. Hey, we hear some commotion. He did what country people do. He grabbed the rifle and started loading it up. Get out there. Charlie's men's out there trying to pull up the sugar cane. I'm a reckon that's what that is. And he wound up catching one of them, pull the brag off his head because they got croaker sacks on with the eyes cut. I said, see, you could have wound up dead, baby, because you look like you with that club called the Ku Klux Klan, and I would have probably had to pop you once or twice. But guess who it is? It's Henry Lee, one of the farmers that's supposed to be gonna be working with Charley now to get the to do take their sugar cane over to the Queen Sugar Mill once they get it up and running. Child, it was him. So Ralph Angel, this is why I ran out of notes, so pray for me. Ralph Angel called Prosper over there and Charley. And now we get the explanation as to why Henry Lee doing this. See, Henry Lee ain't worked since 2008. His wife ain't working either. He said, every day I leave here, I leave home and tell my wife I'm going to do little odd jobs. Things got kind of hard. Landry and Boudreaux and them know I'm going through something, so they enlisted my assistance in being able to infiltrate y'all group, act like I'm a part of it, and report back what y'all do on, what y'all planning and talking about. He said, but now he want me to do something that I'm really having a problem with. He want me to, that's why they was pulling up y'all crop out there. Y'all notice that crop, that Remy, that's his farmer, that's his strand of sugar cane. And so they want to find out how did they gonna patent that shit. That's what they trying to do. And he told him that's what happened. Now at this point, Charlie wanna go on and call the police on the man. Ralph Angel wasn't quite ready to do nothing like that to him because he told us, say, man, I believe in second chances, Charlie. Ain't that how he sound? I believe in second chances, Charlie. But he said, I know what it feels like for a man to not be able to provide for his child. Calling the police on him ain't gonna make this no better or no worse for us. Charlie ain't really wanna understand that, but she ain't had no damn choice but to understand it, okay? He said he wasn't gonna be able to do it, and I felt like that was a teachable moment for Charlie. Not sure if she realized it yet, but it was. Now let's talk Charlie and Micah, because they on the way back home. She done picked him up from Nova's house, and he still closed off. She asking questions. He giving her one answer questions, and she asks him about, did he say he wanted to have shared custody with his father. He ain't say nothing. And out of this, she somehow just got that, I knew it. So you automatically just assume that this boy didn't say this because he ain't even answer you yes or no. You just made an assumption. Now look, y'all, I tried, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all because we family. That's what we do. I don't really see it for Charlie. Charlie can be a good woman, and she is definitely a fighter. I give her that, but Charlie seems to she I don't know, y'all. She's out of touch. She's lived in this bougie world so long, she can't understand the struggle, for one. And then two, anything it seemed like that's too painful for her, she just blow it off opposed to dealing with it. It's something ain't right about her. I ain't gonna just cut her completely out, but she's not one of my favorite characters on this show because she look down on her nose at people too much, and she does her brother horribly. She keeps trying to demean that man, emasculate him, if you will. I don't like that. Okay, she is right on over there to David's house, child. She gonna say, I know Micah didn't tell you he wanted to share custody. The man said, I'll never, she said, the boy never had, he didn't say that he want to share custody, and I'm gonna never give you that. You can believe that. She heard over what he did to her, and the sad part about it is she don't realize she using her son as a pawn in her quest to have revenge and make him uncomfortable because he broke her heart. That's sad. He had to tell her, and I don't blame him because from what we see, he might be an ancient husband, but it looked like him and that boy had a good relationship. Remember season 1, he was ready to leave Charlie ass in Louisiana and go back to LA with his dad. He told her, we didn't go that deep into that conversation, but I grew up without a father. You didn't. He said, the one thing I respect about your mama, even though she was raising you in California, she always allowed that man to have access to you. And that, I understood that then. And he said, when Daddy Borderline became somewhat like my father, I understood it, the importance of a man in his child's life. And I was like, yeah, he right about that shit, okay? She softened for every bit about 30 seconds and went right back into bitch mode. She said she wasn't concerned with David's feelings, and he ain't nothing like her daddy, never will be, and he ain't never get no damn share of custody. Then he broke her complete pretty face. He said, I know you forged my name. Yeah, I got lawyers. They tell me what's going on when my name being used anywhere. So my lawyers done told me you done forged my name down there to the bank on that loan, and I don't get share of custody. The bank will know what you did. So meaning you ain't gonna get this loan, and then you might get them cell blocks, baby. The ones I told y'all you don't know. Them bracelets. I found some notes, y'all. I don't know if this shit is right or not. Ugh. I'm trying to remember. Wednesday. Can't do no damn review this late. Girl. She just so mad that that man cheated on her. And she's so damn much of a control freak. She bougie. She unwilling to give anybody a chance to do better. And child, she basically let him know that shit, and she rolled the hell on up out of there. Next we see Blue and Ralph playing around, and she comes and started watching it, and I think it was at that moment she began to understand some things. That's why I say she's not a total ass. She just be real bitchy with this man, and I don't understand it. She one of them. She always got to be in control. She always got to know more. She always got to be able to do more. She can't never give you credit for what you try to do, and that's what I don't like about her. But she was looking at that, and hopefully she learned something. I really do. Her and Ralph Angel went back down there to the Landry office, and she let him know, stay off our damn land. He said, look, basically, you a rookie in this game. My family and I have been doing this here for over a century, girl. Nobody cares, Mr. Landry. Nobody cares. Because you and your family have been doing this for years, but y'all were just in charge. It was the black peoples that worked out in that land and did that for you. So you boasting and bragging about work you really ain't did. All you did was you was the name and maybe the financial backer for the project. You wasn't paying the slaves to do it that did it, okay? So I wasn't here, he could eat a dick. Yeah, both of them, Landry and Boudreaux. He said, y'all been doing this for a few months. Like I said, my family been doing it for over a decade. You really think you could beat me? Charley asked him, ask your damn self that. She told him, I ain't no joke, bruh. I really ain't. And you better stay off our land. And her and Ralph Angel had, really cracked these people face, because I seen a little feel. I don't know if y'all did, but I saw a little bit. Anyway, I'm by and Hollywood returned home, and everybody glad to see them. Of course, it's eats and treats when ain't by around. Everything is pleasant. Micah is outside, staying off into space, and Ralph ain't to see it. He come out there and he tell him it's gonna be okay. Don't give up. Keep pushing forward, and you're gonna be just fine. And Charley saw that, and when he came back in, she thanked Ralph Angel for saying what he said to her son, and he was like, "That's my nephew. That ain't no problem, baby. That's what we do. That's what family does. Get into it, okay?" That's when she said she now understands what Ralph Angel's trying to do, and she knows he's trying to make it work to provide for his family. And she told him, I signed them damn loan papers. Go on and be all you can be. That's why I told y'all I can't totally count her out. But you know what? Is she going to learn it? Is she going to stop it? That's all. She realizes Hollywood and ain't back could use a little bit more of some them time. So her and Micah gonna go away for a few days. She take Micah over to David's house, and he thanked her, and she threw it out there. This shit better work, because if it fucks up, If it fucks up, I'm gonna be on your ass. He said, ain't nothing gonna go wrong, child. I got this. And by the way, before you leave, I was never gonna call that bank on you. She could, child, you gonna get it all along. All you had to do is just meet the man halfway, child. Now, what question is, and they ain't answer this is, where she went over the rim and how, get it in, child. I can't never knock a chick for trying to get her some black love going on. But that's pretty much all that happened in the episode, I think. Now, I might have left some stuff out, and feel free to get down in the panic and discuss that with me. Let me know, you know what I forgot. I tried, my notes was jacked up, so, because I started these notes on the night it aired, and I tried to finish it while I was having my procedure done yesterday, and I fucked it all the way up. So I think I did it all, but, y'all just pray for me. Remember, the depth of your struggle will always be the height of your success. In the meantime, in between time, please remember to like this video, comment down below in the panic section. I always talk back. Subscribe to the channel and become a family member, honey. You can even hit that notification bell so that every time I come through and spit, you'll be the first one notified to come on through and holler at your girl. You know what I'm saying? So, and share this video wherever it is that you share videos. I'll see you guys back Tuesday night. Peace.